Hey guys, welcome back to React.js Spring Boot Crude Full Stack Application tutorial series. Previous video we have added update button over here. I click on update button, so this makes a REST API call to get a employee object by ID, and that object will be populated in the form for editing. Alright, in this video we will make a REST API call to send the updated employee form data, and REST API internally store this updated employee data into MySQL database. Alright guys, let's head over to VS Code IDE and let's write a code to make a REST API call to send the updated employee data. In order to write a REST client code using Axios library, open employee service.js file. Within a JS file, go to the class, and inside a class we are going to create a method called update employee, and then we are going to pass the parameter called employee comma employee ID. Within update employee method, just we are going to return a promise object of Axios put method. Just type return and then Axios and then call put method. So we are going to send a HTTP put request. For that we are going to use put method here, and then base URL followed by slash and then concatenation operator and then employee ID comma employee object. So look at here the order. So first we pass a base URL as a first argument, and second argument is employee object to the method put. Alright, so this base URL should looks like this. For example, localhost 8080 API v1 /employees/1. so this is the employee ID that we are going to pass. Alright, we have created a REST client using Axios. Now we are going to use this method in a component. Let's go back to update employee component and go to the update employee method over here, and look at here, this is the employee object that we have prepared, and this employee object has all the employee updated data. Employee service, and then call update employee method and then pass employee object comma ID. So how we can get the ID? Just type this dot state dot ID. Okay, great. And Axios returns a promise object, so we can use then method here, and inside then method we can call a response object and then flat arrow syntax. Once the employee is successfully updated, then we should navigate to the employees list page, right? For that, let's write the router here, this dot props. So from the props we can get history object and then call push method, and here just pass the router path, that is /employees. It's pretty simple, right? I have already explained you how the history object associated with the router, that you can understand by visiting previous videos. Alright guys, pretty much. Let's save the files and let's go back to the browser and let's see how it works. Go to the browser and just refresh, and let's go ahead and let's update one of the employee. So I'm going to update the employee called Ramesh, this one. Let's change from Ramesh to Ram, and also the email ID from Ramesh to ram@gmail.com, and hit save. Yeah, here we go. We have successfully updated a Ramesh employee from Ramesh to Ram, and email address also from ramesh@gmail.com to ram@gmail.com. Alright guys, we have successfully made a REST API call, and we have sent employee updated data through REST API and we have successfully completed update employee implementation. In next video we will see how to reuse the same component to perform add and edit employee operations. So now in this approach we have created a separate update employee component, right? And update employee component has almost same code as we have implemented in create employee component. So it's a common requirement to have a reuse the same component. So ideally we should reuse the existing component, right? For that, in the next video I'm going to show you how to reuse the same component to perform both add and edit employee operations. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to subscribe my YouTube channel. I will see you guys in the next video.